Hey there, welcome. This video tutorial is for a quick 5-minute face. Just if you're running errands or you're running out the door to go to work. I do have a lot of mature clients and this is what I have found works best for them. Enjoy. So today we're gonna do a 5-minute face. Since I am applying it to her, it's not gonna technically be a 5-minute face, but these are the components and steps to doing a quick face and how we're gonna do that, the reasoning behind them. So we're gonna prep accordingly, and like I always say, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. It's one of the most important things us as ladies can do. We need to protect our skin and we need to moisturize it. Most of the times when I do this prior to doing makeup, I will actually give myself a little face massage. We're gonna start with a little bit of a primer, and we only need a little hint of a primer. We don't need to cake it on. We're gonna start with our skin tone, and you can load up your brush pretty liberally with this product. And in small circles, cover everything. And also don't be afraid to pull this out. You see how there's just, whenever we close, it kind of comes in a little bit. So if you close for me, and you pull this, you can get all those little nooks and crannies. We're gonna move into kind of a lighter taupe, or maybe even a lighter gray. And then we're gonna use that little trick where we follow our lower lash lines, natural line, and we're gonna make our sideways V and just pop it up a little bit. We're gonna go above the crease just a hair. We're creating that shadow under the brow bone to just make it look a little deeper set and just add a little touch of dimension there. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush. We're not setting a whole bunch of colors or doing anything crazy. We're just popping a little bit of something on here. And also I like to go in and just do a really quick shadow liner. So you go in, you have an angled liner brush like this, and you just pick up a shadow that you like. I'm using something like this. Not too dark, not too light. It is gonna show up, but it's still gonna look very nice and natural. And you're just gonna stamp it down. Outside inward, inside outward. So this is just a super easy way to get some color on that lash line. Perfect. If you do feel like you are someone that has a lot of crepey skin up on your upper lash line and your lid, feel free, stretch that out. Make it easy for you. Use both hands. So now we're gonna be priming the face. This is the step I take before foundation, and this is something you can put in with your fingers too. This is a great product, HydraBlur, Dermalogica, and really, you just need this in your T-zone area, which is right up here on your forehead, down on your nose, sides of your nose, and your chin. This is where we all have the most sebaceous glands. This is where our face is the most porous, I wanna say, and where we can tend to have the most textural issues. So we just wanna, let's just target those spots that are absolutely necessary. And you can do this with your hands. Any product that you can apply with your hands and stimulate that circulation your face will love you forever. And now we're gonna move into our foundation. You don't wanna cake anything on. We're pretty much doing a very light silicone-based makeup. But whatever works best for you. And mature women, I do love doing something with a little more emulsifiers in them that can be water-based. And there are some great BB creams, CC creams that you can use that have SPF in them. They're very moisturizing. They last all day. And they're primarily made up of water. And mature women, you don't want a cakey look. You do not want a matte look. Anything like that, or anything like with a very powdered look, can tend to sink into fine lines and wrinkles. So when you keep the skin nice and light, moisturized, you're getting all that. Your skin's just, oh, it's so happy. And that's just what it loves. And when you have that dewy, kind of glistening look, that's just always good. And I do love to use this too sometimes if I need to soften out or do anything. Sometimes I'll get these little sponges, I'll put them in water, I'll dampen them, and then I'll just kind of soften it up. So we're going really light gonna come under here. A lot of people like to say, whatever your foundation is, go 2 shades lighter. That is a good rule of thumb. Just be careful. Whenever you have a darker color, things are gonna look like shadows and they're gonna recede into your face. But when you have a lighter color, things pop out. So you would want under your eyes to pop out a little bit, not too much. I'm using pretty much the same color here. I just want her to be very even, very natural looking. This is a safe color for her skin. And there is a little bit of redness around the nose, which is very normal for most women. That's something you can also do with your fingertips. When I do my concealer under my eyes in here, I like to use my ring finger or my middle finger. When you use these 2 fingers and you tap it, your skin is very thin right here, as opposed to something like your forehead or your cheek. So you want to use the least amount of pressure. So when you get in there and you kind of tap it in, you're popping it in there where you need to have it. See, I've got that translucent there. I'm gonna tap that excess powder off. Kind of blend that. This is just setting this so you won't get any of those creases later on down the road. And then you can use a fluffy brush and just kind of, once again, we're gonna get that T-zone. That's our problem area. Everything needs to set. Whenever you see highlighter or any of that stuff being put on for that dewy finish look, it's always up here, around here, on the nose. So really on the outsides of the face. We just want to look like it's a nice light application. So now that we've got our foundation laid out, we're gonna go in and pop in a brow here. When you do an eyeshadow, if you use an eyeshadow, go for more of a neutral tone. Don't go for your more of your auburns or warm tones. She's blonde, but I can see that she is more of a brunette here, like in her brow color. So we want to keep that, and in her lashes as well. So I'm probably gonna hit up something like this and maybe some of this guy right here. So I like to come in, and she's got a great shape here. She's got that beautiful arch there. So we don't really have to recreate anything. We're just kind of, see, I'm just taking small strokes and I'm just kind of filling it in a little bit. We're just oomping it up a touch. I feel like a shadow is a good way to get kind of a softer brow without looking too harsh. And when you use 2 different colors, it really adds dimension. And if you feel like your brow is a little shorter on the end, pop a little tail on there if you feel like you need to. And I feel like if I need to soften that, I can just kind of go in here with this. Perfect. Whatever fiber lash or regular mascara that you prefer, just do a light layer. You really don't need funky chunky lashes for everyday wear. We just want to get a little something on there, whether you're going to the office, out to lunch with a friend. This is just a really quick look. A lot of people like to smile when they do their blush. If you smile for me, people start here, but then when you relax your face, it comes down to here. So not always the best rule of thumb. So I usually like to relax, and then I'll kind of pop up just a little bit and go upward. No harsh angles, no hard edges. We want everything to go upwards. We want everything to lift. This is my favorite everyday color. It goes with everything. It has a little bit of a pinky tone to it. This is actually a lipstick that I love so much because when you blot your lips together, it kind of re-ups your color. And that is a 5-minute face. Thank you so much for watching Prime Women's Guide to Beauty, where we are redefining what it means to be a woman over 50. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe.